1. PBS broadcasts Twelfth Night, star-studded Shakespeare production. 2. First look inside the renovated Delacorte Theatre, Shakespeare in the Park 2024. 3. Free Shakespeare in the Park, Delacorte Theatre reopens with Twelfth Night. 4. Will Shakespeare in the Park's Twelfth Night air on PBS? 1. PBS broadcasts Twelfth Night, star-studded Shakespeare production. PBS is set to air a captivating rendition of Shakespeare's classic play, Twelfth Night, featuring an impressive cast that includes renowned actors such as Peter Dinklage, Lupita Nyong'o, Tyler Ferguson, and Sandra Oh. If you find yourself unable to secure a free ticket to the much-anticipated Shakespeare in the Park performance, fear not. You can still enjoy this theatrical masterpiece from the comfort of your own home. Acquiring tickets for Shakespeare in the Park can be quite the adventure. Since all tickets are complimentary, eager theatergoers often begin lining up at Central Park as early as dawn to snag their tickets. Alternatively, they can try their luck with a digital lottery system. Fortunately, PBS has come to the rescue by announcing that the Public Theatre's production of Twelfth Night will be broadcast on November 14 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, as part of its acclaimed Great Performances series, which has won multiple Tony Awards. In addition to the broadcast, Twelfth Night will also be available for streaming on pbs.org and through the PBS app. This particular production boasts a star-studded cast, including the likes of Peter Dinklage, Tyler Ferguson, Lupita Nyong'o, Sandra Oh, and many others, such as Daphne Rubin Vega, Junior Nyong'o, Chris Davis, and Joe Tapper. The ensemble cast features talented performers like Dorio Alvarez, Jaina Rose Jallo, Precious Omaji, and Mia Wagaft, among others. Directed by Sahim Ali, who has skillfully condensed the play to a 90-minute format, this production will take place at the newly renovated Delacorte Theatre from August 7 to September 14. This marks the first performance at the Delacorte since its closure for a significant renovation costing nearly $80 million. For those wishing to experience Twelfth Night live, tickets will be distributed in Central Park for that day's performances, as well as at the Public Theatre and various locations across New York City's 5 boroughs. A digital lottery will also be available through TodayTix. PBS has exciting programming lined up for the fall season, including documentaries such as The Magic of Grace Bumbry on October 3 and Tyler Peck, Suspending Time on November 7. Additionally, on November 11, viewers can look forward to the Carnegie Hall concert The Great War and The Great Gatsby. A special tribute featuring Dick Van Dyke, showcasing never-before-seen footage from his illustrious career, will air on December 12. To celebrate the holiday season, PBS will present the English National Ballet's production of The Nutcracker on December 16. All of these titles will be available for streaming on pbs.org. However, PBS is currently facing challenges as the Trump administration has proposed defunding the network. An executive order signed by President Trump in May aims to cut federal funding, which constitutes 15% of PBS's annual budget, with the remainder being sourced from donations. The House has already approved a request to retract $1.1 million previously allocated to the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and this matter is now under consideration by the Senate. If this proposal is passed, it could significantly hinder PBS's ability to deliver its programming to rural areas across the United States. The network is actively encouraging its supporters to reach out to their senators to voice their concerns. 2. First look inside the renovated Delacorte Theatre, Shakespeare in the Park 2024. The newly renovated Delacorte Theatre in Central Park is more than just a facelift, it's a complete sensory upgrade that promises a richer experience for everyone who steps inside. After an extensive 18-month restoration, this cherished venue, managed by the Public Theatre, is set to reopen on August 7 with a dazzling, star-studded free performance of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. We had the exclusive opportunity to tour the refreshed space and see firsthand what's new. At the ribbon-cutting event, Oscar Eustis, artistic director of the Public Theatre, described the Delacorte as a palace for the people, and the people deserve the best. This renovation wasn't just about aesthetics, it was a thoughtful overhaul aimed at enhancing accessibility and modernizing the theatre to better serve both artists and audiences. Luis Miranda, chairman of the Public's board, highlighted the crucial role of a $42 million investment from local government leaders that made this ambitious project possible. Before even entering the theatre, visitors will notice the striking new exterior. The old grey siding has been replaced with beautiful redwood reclaimed from decommissioned water towers scattered across New York City's 5 boroughs. This not only gives the theatre a warm, inviting look but also fills the air with a fresh, natural scent, an unexpected but delightful bonus. Accessibility was a top priority throughout the renovation. Every corner of the theatre, from seating areas to the light booth and dressing rooms, is now fully accessible. 2 new gates provide easy entry for those with mobility needs, and the number of ADA-compliant seats has more than doubled. Additional ramps, lifts, and elevators have been installed to ensure that artists, crew members, and audience members alike can navigate the space comfortably and safely. The new Delacorte experience is better for the audience. It's better for the performers, designers, crew, staff, and most importantly, we are now ready for what comes next. We're here for the next generation, said Ariel Tapper, former board chair at the Public Theatre. It's about making sure everyone feels welcome here at the Delacorte, no matter who they are, where they come from, or if they've never seen live theatre before. One practical improvement that theatregoers, especially women, will appreciate is the doubling of restroom facilities. This upgrade addresses the long-standing issue of long lines and bottlenecks during intermissions, making the overall experience more comfortable and enjoyable. While the renovation looks forward, Eustis took a moment to honor the theatre's rich history. He reflected on the legacy of Joe Peep, the visionary founder who overcame numerous challenges to keep the New York Shakespeare Festival free and accessible to all. Peep's unwavering belief was that Shakespeare should belong to everybody. He was committed to casting productions that reflected the city's diverse population, a principle that remains central today. Culture belongs to everyone, Eustis emphasized. Charging even a small fee would create an economic barrier that contradicts the very foundation of the Shakespeare Festival, that culture is the property of all people. The Delacorte Theatre first opened its doors in Central Park on June 18, 1962, with a production of The Merchant of Venice, directed by Joe Peep and Gladys Vaughn, featuring George C. Scott as Shylock. Since then, over 150 free productions have graced its stage, showcasing legendary performers such as James Earl Jones in Othello, 1964, Meryl Streep in The Taming of the Shrew, 1978, Denzel Washington in Richard III, 1990, Anne Hathaway in Twelfth Night, 2009, and Al Pacino in The Merchant of Venice, 2010, among many others. Although the new season's performances won't begin for a few weeks, attendees at today's ribbon-cutting ceremony were treated to captivating Shakespeare readings by Tyler Ferguson, Peter Dinklage, Lupita Nyong'o, and Sandra Oh, all stars of this year's Twelfth Night. This year's free Shakespeare in the Park series will run from August 7 through September 14. New York City Comptroller Brad Lander, inspired by the spirit of Shakespeare, even recited a sonnet he wrote for the occasion. His words poignantly addressed the current cultural and political climate. What a time to reopen this stage with enemies of culture on the prowl. Pitting fear and faux populist rage against empathy and attack most foul. Our tyrant locks up immigrants, controllers too, and sows chaos, no matter the cost. So what's a public theatre to do to ensure that our democracy is not lost? Happily, one answer is right here in new seats and stage for all New York to see. Our hearts and our democracy restored through Shakespeare that uplifts us all for free. Think you've seen it all at Shakespeare in the Park? Think again. This revitalized Delacorte theatre is ready to welcome a new generation of theatre lovers with open arms and no ticket price. What do you think about the idea that culture should be free and accessible to all? Is it sustainable in today's world, or does it risk undervaluing the arts? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below. 3. Free Shakespeare in the Park. Delacorte Theatre reopens with Twelfth Night. Central Park's iconic theatre awakens, and this revival is bigger than anyone expected. For over a year, the only drama echoing from Central Park's Delacorte Theatre wasn't Shakespeare, it was construction noise and the occasional nighttime scuffle of raccoons and two unexpected newcomers, a pair of coyotes endearingly nicknamed Romeo and Juliet by park enthusiasts. But now, something truly theatrical is about to return. Beginning August 7th, the Delacorte Theatre reopens its doors with a breathtaking production of Twelfth Night, featuring an extraordinary cast, Lupita Nyong'o, Sandra Oh, and Peter Dinklage, all under the direction of Sahim Ali. After a lengthy renovation that sidelined Free Shakespeare in the Park for over a year, the stage will once again resonate with poetic language, passionate performances, and a mission that hasn't faded, to make world-class theatre free and accessible to all. Behind the $85 million transformation, a theatre for everyone. Thanks to the Public Theatre's ambitious $85 million renovation, the historic Delacorte now embodies Joseph Pepys' original dream even more completely. With reinforced lighting towers and modern wiring, performances are set to stretch further into the season, from late May straight through mid-September. This expansion isn't about making money. As artistic director Oscar Eustis put it, the true wealth lies in reaching tens of thousands more New Yorkers. That means 20 more shows, 40,000 more seats filled, and countless more people experiencing the joy of Shakespeare under the stars. From tired to transformed, a theatre reimagined. Let's talk aesthetics and comfort. Gone is the aged cedar facade, it's been replaced with a stunning redwood exterior crafted from reclaimed water towers around NYC. A sweeping canopy now shades patrons, enhancing both form and function. The seating has been upgraded as well, featuring wider green chairs, including dedicated viewing spaces for wheelchair users and new ramps for easy access. Even backstage has gotten a dramatic makeover. The once damp, claustrophobic dressing rooms have become bright, inviting, and fully climate-controlled, with sleek, gender-inclusive facilities. Previously, some actors refused to work at the Delacorte due to poor conditions. Now, it's a venue fit for legends. Where accessibility meets equity, but here's where it gets controversial. One major point of pride, the stage and control booth are now fully wheelchair accessible. This makes the Delacorte one of the most inclusive performance venues in the city. It sends a bold message to the arts world: this is how you build a people's theatre. But some wonder, are enough other institutions following this example? Should equity in access be a standard, not an aspiration? Getting your hands on free tickets, what most people miss. There are 5 ways to secure free entry. Central Park distribution: head to the Delacorte at noon on show days. Get there early, lines can be intense, especially for seniors and disabled attendees. TodayTix mobile lottery: try your luck on the TodayTix app, where limited tickets drop daily. Borough vouchers: on select dates, tickets are handed out in NYC's 5 boroughs, check online for locations. Downtown lottery: swing by the Public Theatre on Lafayette Street at 11:30 a.m. for a shot at vouchers. Standby line: arrive by 6 p.m. day off for a chance to snag last-minute spots. Audience experience upgrade, and here's the part most people don't realize. A separate $10 million restroom renovation ensures shorter waits and cleaner facilities, especially for women, who've long missed the opening of Act 2 due to bathroom lines. 11 new stalls are expected to change that this season. So, with the return of Shakespeare and a vastly improved venue, one question lingers: will more theaters follow the Delacorte example, or is this kind of radical accessibility still the exception? What do you think? Should all public arts venues prioritize universal access like the Delacorte has? Drop your thoughts below, whether you cheer the transformation or question its broader impact. ***. 4. Will Shakespeare in the Park's Twelfth Night air on PBS? Could Shakespeare in the Park's rendition of Twelfth Night be making its way to PBS? Shakespeare in the Park is set to make a grand return to the Great Performances series with its vibrant production of Twelfth Night. This partnership between Great Performances and the Public Theatre has been a staple since the mid-2010s, with the live recordings of these summer festival shows traditionally capping off the PBS season in early to mid-May. For those who missed the chance to experience the live performance in Central Park, this meant a long wait of nearly a year to finally catch a glimpse of the production on television. While this scheduling made sense in the era before streaming services became ubiquitous, it has started to feel outdated as we entered the 2020s. However, a significant renovation of the Delacorte Theatre, which had been in dire need of updates after decades of outdoor performances, inadvertently disrupted this established pattern. As a result, the producers of Great Performances had to seek alternative British theatre productions to fill the May 2025 slot, leading to a lineup of various West End and Broadway shows that spanned the entire month. Many loyal viewers of Great Performances assumed this was merely a temporary change, expecting that once the Delacorte reopened in August 2025, the anticipated production of Twelfth Night would again be delayed until the following May. Surprisingly, it appears that Great Performances is seizing this opportunity to make a positive shift, planning to air the stage performance much sooner, on PBS stations in November 2025, just weeks after the live show concludes. The Public Theatre describes Shakespeare's timeless classic as follows. Join us to revel in the midsummer madness as twins Sebastian and Viola navigate through shipwrecks, schemes of revenge, and the whimsical twists of love. Directed by Tony Award nominee Sahim Ali, this delightful production invites everyone back to the enchanting atmosphere of Central Park's cherished theatre. After 62 years of hosting free Shakespeare in the Park, the Delacorte Theatre is finally receiving the extensive renovation it deserves. When it reopens this summer with Twelfth Night, audiences can expect a venue that is not only more inviting but also more accessible and environmentally sustainable than ever before. The cast for this inaugural production in the newly refurbished theatre is nothing short of impressive. It features Lupita Nyong'o, known for her role in 12 Years a Slave, and Junior Nyong'o from Twelfth, portraying the twins Viola and Sebastian. The main cast also includes several American actors who have made their mark in popular British productions, such as Sandra Oh from Killing Eve as Olivia, Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones as Malvolio, John Ellison Conley from The Gilded Age as Sir Toby Belch, and Tyler Ferguson from Absolutely Fabulous as Andrew Aguecheek. Additionally, the ensemble includes notable talents like Chris Davies from Judas and the Black Messiah as Orsino, Daphne Rubin Vega from Only Murders in the Building as Maria, and B from We Crashed as Antonio. The supporting cast and ensemble features a diverse group of performers, including Orion Kassim, Valentino Musumeci, Moses Sumney, Kopil Talwalkar, Joe Tapper, Dorio Alvarez, Jaina Rose Jello, Precious Amaji, China Palmer, Nathan M. Ramsey, Jasmine Sharma, Julian Touchape, Adrian Villegas, Ada Westfall, and Mia Wogaft. Artistic director Sahim Ali has skillfully adapted Shakespeare's work into a concise 90-minute performance, ensuring that the essence of the play remains intact while making it accessible to modern audiences. Mark your calendars. Great Performances, Twelfth Night, is set to premiere on most local PBS stations, the PBS app, and the PBS Living Prime Video channel on Friday, November 14, 2025, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. For PBS Passport members, it will be available just in time for the holiday season in December. Ani Bandel has been a professional blogger since 2010. A native of Washington, D.C., she identifies as a Hufflepuff and enjoys capturing moments with her cats when she's not writing. You can also find her work featured on platforms like MSNBC, Paste, and Primetimer. A woman's place is in your face. Cat approved. Connect with her on Blue Sky and other social media platforms at annabundle.bsky.social. More exciting content from televisions. Great performances to showcase London's production of Next to Normal. With no Shakespeare in the Park production last year due to essential renovations, Great Performances is filling the void typically occupied by the public's outdoor festival with the West End's Next to Normal. Robert O'Hara discusses Great Performances, Richard III and Shakespeare's relevance today. The beloved summer series, Shakespeare in the Park, takes on William Shakespeare's Richard III, as Tony Award-winning director Robert O'Hara shares insights on how the bard resonates in the 21st century. Great Performances trailer for Hamlet reimagines Shakespeare in America. The annual airing of the public's Shakespeare in the Park is upon us, and this year, it promises to be an unforgettable rendition of Hamlet.